If you want to know what's inside this bottle, then carry on watching. Cue the music. Hi, my name is Gabi. Thank you for visiting my channel. I'm the Fragrantician. If you like what you see, then please like, comment and subscribe down below and click on that bell and you'll receive all notifications. I will be posting at least once to twice a week, so please watch this space. So what's inside here? This is the new flanker by Jean-Paul Gaultier called Soscandal, only released this year. It is a flanker to Scandal, which was released in 2017. So let's take off the top here. In here, we have the bottle here. I got the size 30 mils. It does come in a 50 and an 80 mils as well, but I decided to get the 30 ml bottle. As you can see, it's got the iconic little legs there, and it's got the cute little top there as well, which is quite nice. And it's written Soscandal on here as well. So I'm just going to take the top off. Just going to spray the fragrance here. As you can see, the atomizer is really good. It sprays really well. Now, on first glance, I can smell the raspberry. The top note is the raspberry. And it's not like a tart raspberry, it's like a candied raspberry. So it's not like the raspberry in other fragrances such as Trésor Lancôme Midnight Rose, that one. The raspberry in that is more jammy, whereas this one is more candied. When I sprayed this fragrance, because I have tried it before, when I sprayed this fragrance, on me I could smell the raspberry straight away. And then after about 10-15 minutes, the tuberose comes through. The tuberose is the heart of the fragrance and is a white floral. If you don't like tuberose, you won't like this fragrance, I will say, because Soscandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier is predominantly white floral in tuberose, I would say. It has orange blossom and it has jasmine in there, but they're just not very prominent in this fragrance. So if you're a big jasmine lover, you'll be a little bit disappointed because there's not really the smell of the jasmine in here. The tuberose really, really comes through, which is that white floral, and it's pungent. And I love it. As I say, if you don't like tuberose, you won't like this. It's a little bit similar to Givenchy L'Interdit, but I would say the tuberose in that one is slightly more bubblegummy, I would say. It's whereas this, the tuberose really does come into play into this fragrance, whereas the tuberose in that fragrance, it just dances around in that fragrance because it's got the bergamot in there and it's got, I think, the patchouli in there, which helps to ground it. As for a base with this fragrance, it says that it has milky notes. I can't really smell any base to this fragrance, so it is quite a linear fragrance, I would say this fragrance is, which is fine for me. I do like some fragrances that do tell a story, and once you spray it, you can smell the top, and then it carries through into the heart notes and then down into the base notes. But this is quite a linear fragrance, so it's predominantly raspberry and tuberose in this fragrance, unlike the other flankers and the other Scandal, which has that honey note. Now, I'm not a fan of honey. I don't mind honey, but I found that in the original Scandals, the honey was just too much, especially the Scandal by Night. The honey in that was just way too much in it, and I could not stand it. Whereas this, for me, works perfectly. I would say the longevity on this fragrance, on my skin, because my skin eats fragrance, is about 7 hours on my skin. And I'm an oversprayer. I will say that here and now. I like people to smell me. So if they're not smelling me, then something is wrong. But that's just me. I like to make an entrance. So I normally spray about 7 or 8 sprays of a fragrance, sometimes a bit more if I want to. However, with this, I did have to go a little bit easier on the trigger. I sprayed about 4 to 5 sprays. That's easy on me. So I sprayed a couple just around here, a couple on my pulse points as well, and I also sprayed just at the back of my head as well. Now, as I say, my skin is really dry, so on somebody that maybe doesn't have a dry skin, this might last a little bit longer. On clothes, this lasts for hours and hours. This lasts for days. This easily lasted on my scarf for a good 3 days. So yeah, you're going to get good longevity on clothes, I will say that, because I hung it up on a scarf. I sprayed it on a scarf. I hung the scarf up in my wardrobe, and then I went back a couple of days later, opened, and I could smell the tuberose from this fragrance. So Soscandal by Jean Paul Gaultier is a lovely, as I say, white floral fragrance. The sillage on this is quite good as well. I would say it led quite a good trail, which I quite liked. I did have one compliment from a work colleague. You could wear this in the evening if you wanted to, or if you wanted to wear it daytime. I would say it probably is a daytime fragrance. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm starting to get that tuberose coming through now, which is really, really lovely. And as I say, the trail that this fragrance leaves is really, really lovely as well. The projection is quite good on there. It's a good arm's length of projection. And then after about 3 hours or so, it probably comes a little bit closer to you, which is quite nice. So is it a beast mode fragrance? I probably would say like 1 to 10, 10 being a beast mode fragrance. This is probably, on me, I probably would say be about a 7, 7.5 maybe. So yes. So I really, really love this fragrance. The only downside to this fragrance is I only bought a 30ml bottle. I wish I bought an 80ml bottle, but believe you me, I will be buying an 80ml bottle, because as you can see, I've put quite a little bit of a dent in this, and I've had this, what, about a week or so now. So yes, I have used a lot of this fragrance. But anyway, that's Soscandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. If you like what you see, as I say, like, comment, subscribe. Watch out for my next video, and I'll see you again. Ciao.